Hey Amanda, so I'm in the news article that you're having trouble with, and I think what's happening when I click on everything looks decent here, but when I click on the HTML, I see a whole bunch of, it looks like this was pasted from Word or another word processing program. So you see all this text, and the system is set up to just truncate after I think 450 words or something like that. So what's happening is it's truncating probably somewhere in one of these with one of these paragraphs. Um, so it has difficulty sort of converting all these paragraphs. So I'm pretty sure that if I just took all this stuff out, so I'm going to copy it to my clipboard and just delete it, hit apply, and see if that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. So that's what was causing the issue. Um, and I don't know. Let's see what all that stuff was. Paste it back in there. Oops. Let's see. Paste it back in there. Okay, so it's all calendar stuff, the events calendar. I see. We might want to just move the events calendar information maybe just under here. And you can always go to HTML again, HR, do a horizontal rule there, maybe after Happy New Year, something like that. We'll apply that. See what that looks like. Yeah, so we sort of get the same thing, this same sort of text as we got before. And then when people click read more, it will come up with the little header, the readathon, the events calendar. Probably put another header after the events calendar maybe, or something like that. I'm not sure how to set it up. Let's see. Okay, I'm not sure how to set it up so it negates those paragraph codes. I'll take a look at the code and see if I can set it up in a way. But until then, we can just be aware of any sort of weird code at the beginning of the news, because it tries to strip those things. And with all the paragraph codes that we had in that article, it just made it difficult. But I mean, I think this looks okay. The events calendar isn't so far down that people don't see it. The other option would be to simply to just modify the code, to clean up the code. So you could do something like this. You could take the events calendar information, put it back where you wanted it. I'll put a horizontal ruler after vacation. Actually, I think there's there's a horizontal rule here too. You can use that to insert a horizontal line, and then take this and basically I'm going to copy that, delete it, and then I'm going to insert it as plain text. So I'll paste it as plain text, paste it back in there, and then I can just take this and do bolding, and that should show up a little bit better if you want to keep the events calendar up top. So there's the events calendar and then the hitathon, and we'll go back and see what it looks like on the front page. Yeah, so that just keeps the events calendar there. So I just have to look at the code. I'll go back and look at that code and see if I can figure out some new code that will it will bypass all those paragraphs, but I might not be able to do it. It's kind of problematic copying and pasting from a word processor into a HTML editor. And sometimes you might just have to sort of check out the HTML code and see where all the gobbledygook is, and use that paste as plain text feature to clear all the code, and then reformat it using the built-in editor. So hope that helps. Let me know if you have any other questions.